Let's check the latest news updates with Vishal.
Hello and welcome to Friends World TV. I'm your host Vishal Venkatesh. Thank you for joining us. And as usual, we're going to be going through the weekly news wrap. But first, let's get to the headlines. 3 Western Sydney schools close after students test positive for the coronavirus. The Australian government is currently discussing the prospect of letting out low-risk inmates due to the coronavirus in Victorian prisons. The name of the infamous Coon Cheese franchise will be changed due to its extremely racist connotations. The trapping and rehoming of Brumbies begins in Kosciuszko National Park after a court challenge was denied. Thailand police have dropped all charges in a case of an heir of the Red Bull fortune who was accused over a car crash way back in 2012 that unfortunately killed a Bangkok police officer. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are currently suing paparazzi over the photos of their child taken at their Californian home, and many drones were also used in the process. China orders the US to close the consulate in the city of Chengdu amidst a very worsening diplomatic feud. A teenage girl in Afghanistan has been praised by many for her bravery after killing 2 Taliban militants who attacked her home and killed her parents. 3 Catholic schools in Western Sydney have been closed for cleaning after 4 students tested positive for COVID-19. New South Wales Health has officially come out today confirming that all 4 of these cases are new infections linked to the Thai Rock restaurant in Wetherill Park in Sydney's southwest. 2 of these cases in particular are linked to the Our Lady of Lebanon Church in Harris Park. 2 students are from Certain College in Maryland, also tested positive. And the 2 other cases are part of that same family, with one attending Mary Immaculate Catholic Primary School in Bosley Park, and the other person is from Freeman Catholic College at Bonnyrigg Heights. The Victorian Human Rights Commissioner is in private talks at the moment with the state government over releasing low-risk prisoners due to the coronavirus threat in jails, according to the ABC. It comes from a concern which grows amongst both lawyers and prisoner families around COVID-19 spreading through the prison population and infrastructure, and the grueling 24-hour lockdowns some are facing to prevent the spread of the virus. But what's more important to note with this situation is that 11 people are connected with prisons and youth detention have also been tested positive to COVID-19, and there are set to be many more tests in the upcoming weeks. Concerns, however, at the moment are mounting for older prisoners in particular and those with underlying health conditions because, of course, they would be the ones who are the most vulnerable in the event of a coronavirus outbreak. Coon Cheese's name will be changed after a campaign by activists who said it had racist connotations. Coon's owners, dairy products company Saputo, confirmed the change just today after being written a letter of complaint back in June by an activist called Stephen Hagen, who has been fighting on this issue for over 20 years to have the name changed. And of course, recent events and phenomena, like the hashtag Black Lives Matter protests, has given immense help to the momentum for the push to a new name.
Has argued, though, that Coon is named after a former American cheesemaker. That has been in dispute. But after more campaigning against the name in the wake of the recent Black Lives Matter protests, it's now seen a change of heart, with the manufacturer announcing it's working on a new brand, a move welcomed by campaigners.
Have made a decision to retire the brand, and they said that they will now search for another brand name. I'm over the moon. As I said, I've been campaigning for several decades.
Coon's makers say whatever new brand name they come up with, it will be in line with customers' expectations.
The trapping and rehoming of feral horses and brumbies in Kosciuszko National Park has resumed after the Land and Environment Court of Australia dismissed a recent bid to stop this very cruel practice. 12 wild horses have already been removed from Kosciuszko National Park. The Snowy Mountains Brumby Sustainability and Management Group last week lost its bid to stop brumbies from being trapped and removed from the park facilities in particular. The Deputy Premier John Barlow wants a recount of brumby numbers after the bushfires. Thailand police have dropped all charges in the case of an heir to the Red Bull fortune who was accused over a 2012 car crash that killed a Bangkok police officer. Warayut Yovidia's family, one of Thailand's richest families, has compensated the victim's family. Police denied that Mr. Warayut has previously been revoked by the Thailand's government. Lieutenant Colonel Taiwood Saganosk from Bangkok's Thong Law police station confirmed that all of the charges that are currently being pressed against Warayut Yovidia has now been dropped. It's an official confirmation. Britain's Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, have as of yesterday filed a new lawsuit in California against unnamed paparazzi photographers for allegedly taking illegal photographs of their son Archie using drone technology. The couple allege that various drones have been flown above their home at odd hours of the night and even during the daytime. And one photo of Archie, which has been released to the media in recent hours, appears to have been taken whilst he was in his backyard/garden. The lawsuit, however, officials document that it gives a very detailed and informative account of how the media has harassed them in the last couple of weeks and how it has had an impact on their mental health in particular after moving to Southern California. China has ordered the United States to close its consulate in the western city of Chengdu, ratcheting up a diplomatic conflict at a time where relations have sunk to rock bottom at their lowest level in decades. The move was a response to the Trump administration's order earlier this week for Beijing to close its consulate in the American city of Houston after Washington City accused Chinese agents of trying to steal medical and other research in the city of Texas. The Chinese Foreign Ministry appealed to Washington to reverse its very wrong decision. A teenage girl in Afghanistan has been recently praised for her bravery after killing 2 Taliban militants who attacked her home and killed her parents. Just last week, a group of 40 insurgents stormed the village of Gerev in Gore province, where Kamar Gul, believed to be aged around 15 or 16, was living with her parents and brothers, according to officials. A photo of Kamar Gul holding an AK-47 gun went viral after the firelight, and Miss Gul and her younger brother have been moved to a safer place since this horrific and traumatic incident. And Afghans are also fearful that the peace talks with the Taliban could see the erosion of some hard-won women and feminism-related rights.
Later came to attack her house, but some villagers and pro-government militiamen repelled them with gunfire. Afghan security forces have now taken Gul and her younger brother to a safer place. The Taliban regularly kill villagers who they suspect of being informers for the government or security forces. In recent months, militants have also stepped up their attacks against security forces despite agreeing to peace talks with Kabul.
Thank you for joining us this week. I'll see you next week.